think I'm live. Yeah, I did it. What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Let a couple more people roll in, and then we'll get started. We'll just hang out on a Sunday afternoon. It is noon here, Eastern Standard, in Philadelphia. But I figured I'd just hop on here, catch up with you all, hang out, have some fun, talk guitars, talk gear, whatever you guys want to talk about, and fix my spelling. Fix my spelling on my title. I'll do that later. First, Timpressions. I do this for a job and I can't even do it right. That's funny. It's just rock and roll, right? Can you guys hear that okay? Let me see. I'll turn up a little bit. It's good enough, right? All right, one last check. Yeah, it's good enough for me, man. All right, so let's say hello to some people in the chat. Turn this down. What's going on, everybody? I struggle with these. These are hard for me to get in a rhythm, and then once I start talking and running my mouth, it becomes rather easy. But it's always so awkward to have a conversation with yourself in real time. Kyle, what's up, dude? How are you, man? Kane, 2119, yo, Trivium, howdy, William, hey, dude, what's up, everybody? Diego, what's up? Love that guitar. Explorer guitars are my jam. So it's funny, they're not my jam, but the scale length is, or the baritone guitars are mine. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this, obviously, hence the title of the stream that I messed up. That's funny though. Hey Hunter, what's up, dude? Oh no, Tone looks busy. Yeah, there we go. It's already starting. What's up, man? How are you, buddy? Stone Gamer, big fan, sweet guitar. Hey, sweet. Hell yeah. So let's just get started, man. We got 76 people watching. What's going on, everybody? So I'll just say it again. Happy Sunday to everybody, wherever you're at in the world. Today and yesterday, my original plans kind of got ruined because of things going on in the world. I was supposed to have two shows yesterday and today. Today's Sunday, so Saturday and Sunday, and they both got rescheduled. Huge bummer, right? But what I was going to do is I was going to take this and play shows with it and film content with it. And they just got nixed and rescheduled like 48 hours prior. And, whatever, man, it is what it is. So, my plan for my content was to play this live and give it like a my first ever like real demo, like using it in a live setting. And I thought that would have been really cool because, prior to this plan, I would always demo stuff here in my room, right? In the loft of my house. But yeah, unfortunately that got all canceled. So I had no content planned for today and yesterday. And I was just going to be editing the show and stuff, but obviously it didn't happen. So anyway, I figured I would just kind of make the best of it, best of both worlds, do a live stream, hang out with you guys, talk about this thing. One saving grace is I was able to use this at a rehearsal last night or yesterday. We had a rehearsal, and so like I filmed that, and I'll splice that into like my official demo of this Solar Baritone. And yeah, but kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. So this guitar, I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I'll be honest. It's an E-type Series 2 27-inch baritone. That's all I know. E 2.6 something. But what's awesome about this guitar is it has a transparent flame on both sides. Now, my webcam doesn't exactly pick it up the best, but when you take pictures of this and when you check it out in the light, it's really, really cool, man. It's very, very heavy. And I don't know, it weighs more than like my Les Pauls. So it's kind of not necessarily a bummer, but a something to keep in mind when I'm performing. Cause I can't help when I play. Like I look like an idiot and I just jump all over the place. But this thing weighs like 11, 12 pounds, maybe something like that. And it's big and it's bulky and it's pointy. And if I'm not careful, I'll take somebody out or take myself out, right? So that was just something that I found when jamming with it yesterday. But like I said, all that's filmed and will be spliced into this demo that I'm talking about. But yeah. Before I go any further, if you guys don't know, I was very fortunate enough and lucky enough that Ola sent this to me. The fact that I can even say that is beyond amazing. You know what I mean? Like, it's the kindest thing. It's so cool. I'm so thankful for that. But yeah, this is a huge, huge honor and a special gift and a special moment. So thank you all for being here with me. And I'm going to do my very best to, share the moment with you. You know what I mean? So thank you. Just checking out the stream. Sorry. Corbin, what's up? Robert G, hello. Solar for the win. Absolutely. Ray, sup, dude? I would argue that the Explorer shape. I think this is a Solar. I'm not sure what you mean. This is a Solar, and it is an Explorer shape. What tuning am I running? Good question. I forgot about that. This is Drop G. The Saw is the Law tuning. Something like that. And I'm running this into my pedal board which just has a Fortin 33 and a Fortin Mini Zool going into the red channel of my new 5150 Iconic. And yeah, so like it's a weird sound. And then that is running into my Universal Audio aux box, which is just out of frame. That's what I use all the time for my cabinet. I can't use a cabinet here without going deaf. Yeah, that's my signal chain, my signal path. Again, I was going to use the Iconic Live too because I thought it would be cool again just to do some sort of demo and whatever where like I'm using an amplifier live for the first time. It'd be cool, right? It'd be a cool little added bonus to a demo video or whatever. But unfortunately, it all got rescheduled to a later date. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? And not speaking on anything other than we're not playing. So it is a bummer, but oh well. Audio has gone poo poo, probably. I'm not running if it's like compressing or if it sounds bad. It's just literally my room. It's like my MacBook, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to like capture quality audio here. I'm here to hang out and have some fun, just hang out with my friends. I don't listen to any. This is a good one. Ed Zed. I don't listen to any metal and still watch all your videos just for your personality. Oh, thank you, man. Love you, Ray. Keep the videos coming. Hey, I love you too. Thank you so much. That's super kind of you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my personality. That's really cool, man. Are you gonna do lessons if your shows are getting canceled? Hey, what's up, Brad? Brad's a good friend of the channel. We were doing lessons. So I'm thinking about it, man. I wasn't planning on doing shows. Pardon me. I wasn't planning on doing lessons because of shows. Now it's like, that's not happening. Yeah. Long story short, yes, I'm probably going to be doing lessons very, very soon. Just trying to clear my plate, and I got so many things going on. I'm very lucky to say that, but so Concrete Dreams in the works of doing something awesome, like the dream, pun intended, that deals with paperwork and putting your signature on a piece of paper, right? So I want to tell everybody so bad, and I'm so lucky and so honored but I have to wait and I have to be patient. So in the meantime, I'm not booking things that could interfere with that. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm trying to like just coast and like not overbook slash double book myself. So I'm trying to play it cool for the time being, and then once I have an idea of what's my foreseeable future is going to be, then I can start booking accordingly. But for right now, I'm just chilling. So, Brad, you know where to find me, bro. You have my email. If anybody wants to do lessons with me, if you ever feel inclined, I'll be sure to make an announcement. It's just how I, pay the bills on the side. So, good question, man. Could impale somebody with that guitar. I know, man. It's like, it's cool, dude. Here, let me play a little bit. Let me play something else here. Hope that's coming through okay. If not, I'm sorry. I'm just here to hang out. Well, what statement do you retract? Oh God. Wait, Solar makes a baritone EX shape. I'm getting one. Yeah. Yes, they do. So like this is like filling the void of that Silverburst Explorer that's out there. This is like, like I said, filling that void, curing that itch. Um, yeah, this is a really, really beautiful guitar, man. And another thing, I put out a beginner's guide to baritone guitars 2 days ago or something like that. And I said it's very hard to shred. This guitar is the easiest one to play lead on. It also helps if you're a lead guitar player. Which I am not very good at. But I'm just saying, like, the strings are pretty slinky and the action's low and, all the above, right? So this is a really, really gorgeous guitar. Yeah, man, I love it. Oh, okay, here we go. I would argue that the Explorer shape could be a dad style guitar, as you seem to dig those. Maybe. Yes. I don't know. I don't think this is very dad rock. It's a little too angular. This is very James Hetfield of me, and of Ola, right? But I know what you're saying. If the points weren't so as pointy, hell yeah. But it's a little very, I should say a little. It's very metal, but it's awesome. A lot of people ask about these things. So this ain't anything special, man. Literally, all it is just eye screws that I found at Lowe's. I bought them. At Lowe's, obviously, duh, stupid. But yeah, I ripped it off from Eddie Van Halen, dude, and not to directly copy him, but because I was using strap locks on my Squire Baritone, which is over there somewhere, and I was just stripping them, dude. Just couldn't keep them from not stripping out, and like after a song, they'd just be wiggling. So I was like, all right, got to figure this out. And I just remember Eddie's Frankenstrat had them. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do that. But I even went even bigger. Just because, I don't know, just what I bought. I went and bought like 6 pairs of these. And they're all on all my live guitars. And I have an EVH strap that has dog collar clips on them. So they're not like custom or anything like that. Just literally, I just bought them at Lowe's and then just screwed them into the body. You do have to do some drilling, so you don't crack the wood. But yeah, that's what it is. I'd love to see you demo Solar's new H string. I didn't know they had a new H string. I mean, unless it was like new within like the last couple weeks. They put out guitars every week, so it's pretty rad. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to. Excuse me. When people say like I'd love for you to demo insert piece of gear, dude, it's like I would too, man. But these things cost a lot of money, and it's getting harder and harder to like do the hustle. Where like you have to like buy and sell stuff. It's just like things are so expensive anymore. Not that it doesn't stop me from asking friends and stuff, but you know what I mean. Like, I mean? Like, I can't just like sell something and then replace it with something because it's just like, there's so much more to it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just like sell something and then replace it with something because it's just like, there's so much more to it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just like sell something and then replace it with something because it's just like, there's so much more to it. You know what I mean? Like, the used market doesn't compensate for the new market, and it never really did. But like the gap's getting bigger and bigger. So, um, just sign of the times. What is the technique you called you? What is the technique called? Wait, hold on. What is the technique you called you do where you mute the strings by the neck pickup with your fretting hand? Oh, good question. So I called it a pickup harmonic, but it's not a harmonic at all. It's a very good question. I never did. I was going to do a video on it. I probably maybe will, kind of giving you guys a tease. All 116 of you here. What's up, everybody? Oh my God. So I got this. I ripped this off of Mike Mushak from Stained in the song Crawl. All I'm doing is I'm just going. And all I'm doing is I'm pushing the string hard enough down to where it hits the bridge pickup. And basically it just becomes like a giant fret, we'll call it. So like I'm just going. And then you can kind of change the pitch. So I didn't invent that, but I certainly ripped it off of a song 20 years ago. But I incorporate that into my style, just like for like silly noises. That's all it is. I didn't make, like I said, I didn't invent it. But give them where credit's due. But I do incorporate it a lot. Demo and Murphy Labs, Gibson, right? Come on. Hey, what's up, Fluff? How are you, buddy? I haven't talked to you in a while, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, dude. Let me just fork over $9,000. No, like straight up, man. Like Cherry Hill, New Jersey's Guitar Center has like all of them in stock at all times. And like I don't know, man. If I had $9,000 to spend on a guitar, like I can't fathom why you wouldn't get a real one. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's very bizarre because they look the same. I guess because maybe it's new. I don't know. Like you don't have to worry about like used parts or old frets or something, but it's very, very bizarre to me. Anyway, Fluff, you got me all riled up. Does it gent? I don't know. I don't really play gent, man. Mike Mushak is very underrated, dude. I mean, there's a lot of new metal guitar players don't get a lot of love from guitar players. Like, I mean, obviously Wes Borland is the most underrated. We can all agree with that. But like, even the cat from Mudvayne, Brad Delson. I mean, come on, dude. Like, amazing riffs, dude. Like, call it how it is. They're iconic. Like, One Step Closer. It's an amazing riff. But yeah, a lot of new metal guitar players don't get a lot of love, except Tom Morello, if he's considered new metal. So it's interesting. What's up, dude? That Honk and Fizz vid was classic. That was all in good fun, man. Just having some fun. I love the Iconic, and it's a fun amp, and it's fun to make fun of myself as much as anybody. You know what I mean? Like, we're all tone chasing and saying all these buzzwords: honky, fizzy, muddy, flubby. What does that even all mean? You know what I mean? So it was a fun little short to make. I saw Stained. Oh, I thought it'd be good. I saw Stained open for Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit on their first night of the Significant Other tour. Mushak was still playing his Yamaha. It's amazing. I was like 7 years old when that happened. I'm so jealous, man. I'm so jealous. That is awesome, dude. Brandon, what's up, man? What's the scale on this guitar? So good question. I'm trying to stay on track with my Solar Guitars Baritone first impressions. I suck at spelling. This is a 27-inch baritone in drop G. And it does drop G well, kind of, And I only say kind of because when I play baritones, I wish I had more tension. That's why I like the 30 inches ones so much, because they do waver in and out of tune if you hit them hard. Obviously, like, don't hit it so hard, stupid. Well, it's kind of hard when you're in the moment and you're going for it. So I like anything a little bit bigger than this. And like, I love my Reverend one, the one I took out to Cali, but that's like 26 3/4. I just wish it was longer and bigger, What is a timpression, though? I don't know. I suck at spelling, dude. When somebody assumes your name is Tim, yeah, a timpression. So I literally just coined a phrase to everybody named Tim. So like, you're welcome. It's for free. My inability to catch my dyslexia, my undiagnosed dyslexia, allowed me to create something funny and stupid. Take a bite out of it, boss, please. What? Evertune, bro. Hey, good question. Hey, dot dot dot. Evertune. I'm very fortunate enough to be in the works with something with Evertune. Because it's funny, they're aware that like I always say I just don't like the feel of an Evertune, and I'm like I sent in an email. This was an email conversation. I was like, I know it's like I just can never get it to feel right. Like it doesn't feel right off the right hand, and also too, I can never get it. I've never had one where I set it up properly because I'm always borrowing somebody's, and I can never get it to bend enough. Like it'll go like a half step bend. I want to be able to like do as much as I want. You know what I mean? So anyway, Evertune and I have been going back and forth, and maybe I would send like one of my guitars to put an Evertune in and do the whole fixing up with an Evertune. That'd be really cool. I think it would be a really good way for me to not be so naive on Evertunes, a way for me to learn about Evertunes. Yeah, I just think it would be a really fun, engaging interaction with Evertune and the channel. I think it would be really cool if I like learn how to actually use one and like set it up, because like I don't know what is going on back in there. And so Evertune is something that's coming in 2022 in some capacity. Greetings from MA. I'm assuming that's Massachusetts, right? What's up? Love your channel and your positive vibes, dude. Hey, thank you so much. As someone who owns a 7-string and a Les Paul and drop C, do you think I would benefit from the baritone guitar as well? Absolutely, because I'm very lucky enough to own a 7-string, a Les Paul, and baritones. So yeah, absolutely. I always say like I become obsessed with baritones over the past year and a half because I'm not good at shredding. I don't have enough memory space to memorize solos that either I attempt to write or other people's solos. Like my attention span and my memory is very short term, small chunks of information. So I'm just not good at shredding. And everybody already has a 6-string and plays, heavy riffs. It's like this was like a perfect thing for me to dive into baritones. And then use my style. Like I said in one video, I play a lot of stuff past the 12th fret. Like I get really inspired by playing up here with like the low whatever note you're tuned to, match that with the higher stuff, and doing silly things like and then and all the silly noises you can make with it. So I think you would definitely benefit from it, Dude, let's lead the baritone revival, dog. Absolutely. I'm leaning hard on Music Man to do more baritone stuff. So Fluff, yes, your access is amazing. And I wanted so badly to buy the blue silver burst, like the silver blue burst access that they did last year. But it just the price kept going up and up and up, and obviously they're amazing guitars. It's just I know, dude. I think baritones, and I'm incredibly biased right now, but I think baritones are really like making a revival. And I don't know, man. Dragged Under. I mean, I don't know why you guys are writing with baritones. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But long story short, man, I'm just talking a bunch of nonsense right now. I think accesses will just do incredibly well if they continue to pump out more. Yeah, I almost bought that blue and silver one. It's expensive, call it how it is, expensive. I'm not a shredder either, man. I know some cool licks, but I've always been more into rhythm. Yeah, like I love shredding. Like I love it. I made a silly video, Shred is Dead. Obviously, call it how it is, borderline clickbait. Like I'm not, I had to make an engaging title. But like I love solos and I love leads, and it's inspiring to watch people just rip it up, dude. I just can't do that. I can't memorize the notes and I can't phrase it. So it's like, I'm stuck with what I got up top as much as I do with my physical ability to play. So yeah, it's just like by default, rhythm's just kind of what I gravitate towards. I can kind of lead a little bit for like 8 bars, but then I'm out of ideas, you know? So yeah, numbers wise, no one buys baritones. Schecter can't give them away. Wow, it's interesting. I'm really surprised by that. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised because of how companies don't build them and like sell them, and they're all very so limited, i.e., that silver blue axis. I can't. I don't know. I find that not that I find that hard to believe. It's just like I'm bummed by that news because like I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's because it's like such an oddly specific tool. I don't know. Hey, Keish, what's up? Love you too. How are you? Keish, my friend out in South Africa. How are you? Our Solar's having a bunch of quality controls issues. According to some people, I've had the good fortune to own no, pardon me. I've had the good fortune to handle several, and this is my first one that's mine that I can own and call mine. Um, Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm not really knowledgeable on quality control, nor am I a big stickler. That's why I rarely talk about like quality control stuff in my demos. I'm more about the sound and the playability. But like in terms of like fret ends and like woods and like blemishes, I'm really naive and like cold headeds don't really care too much. The big one was the cracking, right? Everybody's heard that story. This one's perfect, right? Yeah, it's perfect. Literally not one crack on this logo, this dope logo. So my own opinion and my own findings from the ones that I've handled, and this one, I've never seen one problem in terms of quality control. And that's just my experience. Who am I to say? So I can't believe Schecter's lowest selling is baritones when they make like a 9 string. It's just wild to me. You would think that would be like the most niche thing. That's interesting, man. How long have you been playing before you start playing 7 strings? So I don't really play 7 strings very much. I did I kind of dabble. I go off and on as we all do, right? Um, but I played guitar for like 15, 16 years before I touched a 7 string. Yeah, and like the reason why I love 7 strings is because um, I'm very lucky enough to understand music theory in some capacity. So like I love like drop A on a 7 string because it's an E to E standard tune guitar. So I know like this is, C note, D, etc. Um, and then you have the fun string, the drop A. So like that's why I love 7 strings. Um, but also too, it's like I just like baritones more, I guess. And I like Les Pauls and Strats more. I don't know. It's my brain's funny like that. It's weird like that. Is 26 and a half considered a baritone? I don't know. That's a good question. Like I said in my video Friday, excuse me. Like there's no like definitive like this is where a baritone starts and this is where it ends. You know what I mean? It's funny. I don't think so. 26 and a half isn't. I don't think. Again, I'm very naive. But I know my Reverend 26 3/4 is marketed as a baritone. And then 27 definitely is a baritone. So like I don't know where like the line starts and stops. It's interesting, very interesting. Sounds pretty good to me. So for those of you who may not heard the signal path, it is this guitar going into a Fortin 33, going into a EVH Iconic on the red channel. And the gain is at number 4. So like 10, 11 o'clock on the clock. Yeah, I think it sounds good, man. And I don't know how well it's coming through my MacBook here. And I apologize if it's like, not perfect quality, but yeah, I think it sounds great, man. The Duncan Solar pickups, they're okay. They're solid. I'm not really like stickler. Like, what am I trying to say here? In my own opinion, I think the nuances between like all passive pickups and all active pickups sound kind of the same. Like what I'm saying, like hot passive pickups all kind of sound like hot passive pickups, and all hot active pickups kind of sound like hot active pickups. Minus Fishman Moderns. Fishman Moderns, you can definitely hear the difference, but like Blackouts, the EMGs, I can't really tell unless like you really like listen, like you really try. So like Duncan Solars versus like a Duncan Distortion versus like a Nazgul Sentient, that whole like I don't know, man. That's not really my bag. I'm more just interested in like, does it do this? Okay, it does. It's cool. You know what I mean? Like that's like where my start and stop goes. Does it do this? No. Okay, I need new pickups. Does it? Yeah. Okay, it does. I mean, I think this sounds so good. Sounds good to me, man. So like that's all I ask for. What cab am I using? So I'm using my Universal Audio aux box just out of frame. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to talk about that. It's just one of the IRs loaded in that thing. I made this preset several years ago and I haven't changed it. Um, I couldn't even tell you. My iPad's somewhere in here and it's dead. So like I don't even use the app. Like every year or two, I kind of just like go in there and I play with it just to switch it up. But I've had that thing for almost 3 years now and I haven't not used it since. It's the dopest thing. So very lucky to own that. Hey, Michael D, what's up, man? Michael D, 8393. What's up, buddy? How are you, man? Cheers from Norway. Cheers from the United States. How are you? Hope you're staying warm and safe and healthy and, all the above, man. Just good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with me. I can't play as a grandpa's guitars. I don't know what you mean by that, but I love grandpa's guitars. Yo, much love. Hey, thank you so much. Speaking of grandpa guitars, I got to make a video with my Les Paul. I put double whites in them. It looks so cool, and you guys have been asking about it, and I've been secretive about it. It's nothing crazy. It's just, I want to save it for the video, so you guys, come hang out with me in my video. I can barely play, but I love your channel and content. Oh, thank you so much, and thanks for your service, bro. Hey, thank you so much, Scott. I appreciate you. Thank you. Very kind of you. It's nice when people say nice things about me on the internet. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Very kind of you. Are EVH 2x12 cabs any good? Like for this amp? I don't know. I've never played through one. I don't know. I've heard they're good. I've heard they're not good. I've heard, and like I like 4x12s just because it sounds bigger and better. Doesn't mean just because it sounds bigger and better doesn't mean it is bigger and better. But I'm boring, man. I like Mesa cabs, dude, as does everybody else, right? Like I just think they just sound the tightest and the biggest and the best. I've used Marshall cabs, like a 4x12. I have one here. It's kind of like one of the more affordable ones. I don't like them as much. It doesn't have as much thump and but at the same time tightness. So to answer your question, I'm kind of rambling. I'm not really sure if EVH 2x12s are any good. I really don't know, and I'm not going to speak on something I don't know. So I apologize. I got my first 7-string back in June, and it's a Solar. I haven't had any quality issues. I love that guitar. Hey, that's great. Congratulations. Hell yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. That's awesome. I really want to jam with you. Thanks, man. Wherever you're at in the world, let's meet up. Let's just hang out. Let's start jamming, huh? For some reason, you give me the creeps big time. Hey, man. That's fine. I love that. Ray, Ola shouted you out in a video for your Dean coverage a couple weeks ago. I did see that. That's very cool. Very kind of him. Ola's been very good to me. The fact that I can even say that is extremely kind and awesome. Ola's he's the guy, man. It's like there's a Mount Rushmore of, internet and just not even internet anymore, just guitar personalities in our hobby. It's like him, Fluff, Rabia. I don't know how many people are on Mount Rushmore, but he's the dude, you know what I mean? So very, very cool. New to guitar, what is the purpose of a 7-string guitar? Very good question. It's a very open-ended question, but generally it just allows you to get into the lower register, lower range of notes. You can always tune down a guitar to the lower register, but having an extra string, the way my brain works, it's like you have the best of both worlds. You have the higher timbre, higher higher tuned strings and higher notes, but you also have the fun notes, as I call them, where it's like the lower stuff. So that's the benefit. People have different preferences. I don't mind seven strings. I'm currently not in a seven string phase of my playing right now. Um, but yeah, that's kind of like the general rule of thumb, or at least, like I said, how my brain works. Gratitude. Yep, just a smidge. Good way to hide your attitude is you just crank up the gain and then nobody can tell. All right, I'm putting myself on the spot. Ready? It usually takes me about like 2 hours to like get warmed up to even play that silly riff. And I also use a different pick whenever I play that riff. I use the Dunlop Sharps. I lost like years of my life just for that one video, man. That's not even that clean anyway. It's the best I can do. Reckon you'd be able to convince Solar to make a 30-inch baritone next? I'd be so stoked if they did that. Do I have the ability? No, I don't. I appreciate that question. Kind of insinuating that I might be able to. It's very like it's very nice of you. No, I can't do that. I would love it, obviously, right? But maybe, maybe, man. Solar kind of stops, just for my research. I could be off, but it kind of stops at 27 inches. Probably because of what Fluff said. They're just like not as marketable and or desirable, and you got to make money, right? But yeah, maybe one day. One thing about this guitar that I love, it's the Series 2. I found that like I'm not really keen on like buying expensive baritones. And call it how it is. I'm very lucky to own several expensive guitars, and I've acquired them over the years, bought, sold, and traded for them, right? But with baritones, it's like it doesn't matter the quality or doesn't matter the price. And I only said quality because sometimes quality and price are a direct reflection of each other. But what I found with baritones, with this one, with my Squire, I mean, my Squire is a perfect example. Like, it doesn't matter the price tag. It's just you got to get the scale. The scale length is the bread and butter of a baritone, duh. But these baritones, this baritone, the Series 2, the more affordable range, is great, man. I mean, it's an amazing guitar. This guitar, I think, retails for like $650, which is a lot of money. I don't care who you are. But compare that to like the Ernie Ball Access, that's like $3,000. It's like, all I'm trying to say is like this is an amazing instrument and tool for not a lot of money. So Series 2, Series 1 doesn't matter to me. I think the Series 2, like I said, it's the affordable one, but I think the only thing that's lacking is locking tuners, stainless steel frets, and an Evertune. I shouldn't say only. That's a decent amount of things, but yeah, I like the Series 2 a lot. I think it's a really cool guitar. What's my guilty pleasure music? So I don't really have guilty pleasures, but if I had to pick one of like, that's weird that I listen to, it's got to be like 80s pop. Yeah, like 80s pop, dude. Like, ain't nobody loves me better, make me happy. That song, I was listening to that yesterday. That's why I picked that one. But like Madonna's Borderline, I love that stuff. Prince, you name it, man. 80s pop. It's probably my favorite. 30-inch Sig model for 2022. Call it the Solar Ray. That'd be awesome, man. The boy can dream, right? Maybe one day, man. Hey, Ray, long time no see. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, dude, love your content and massive thank you. Thank you for thanking me. Thank you for just being supportive. Have you tried the Seymour Duncan Black Winters? What about 30-inch 9-string Schecter? Black Winters, off the top of my head, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I've tried blackouts, not black winters. I don't think. And if I did, I apologize. I just don't remember. It could have been like in the Schecter somewhere several years ago. I don't remember, man. 30-inch 9-string Schecter. Yeah, right. Why stop at 30 inches? Let's just keep going. 10 strings. Speak to Ola. He might hook you up. I don't need. I appreciate that, but I'm not interested in bothering people for things. That's not what I do this for. I appreciate it, but I just enjoy playing. This is all I ever. And I didn't even want, gotta be just trying to show my appreciation. Like, this is the kindest thing. So yeah, Ola's an amazing guy. How's the lifting going? Good question. It's going well. I literally just did chest today, as you can see. No, I'm just kidding. I was taking the 10-pound dumbbells for a ride, right? That's okay, man. I'm super sore still. My left shoulder's really bumming me out. It's taking longer. It's like plateauing in terms of like the pain's still there. It's like not getting better. But I'm rehabbing it, man. I'm trying to get back to where I was, and the above. I appreciate you asking, because it's like my favorite thing in the whole wide world, working out, right? So thank you. Would love to hear you blend the iconic with the stealth in a mix video. It's not a bad idea. Maybe one left to right or quad track. That'd be good, man. I think it sounds good. I think it sounds really, really good, man. I can't, I'll just say that. I think it sounds good. Favorite Alice in Chains riff? Good question. Hard question. Off the top of my head, I don't want to say it, but I think I like Stone, dude. Like, wow, don't know, Jumbo don't, wow, don't know. And like, that's like, new Alice in Chains. Old Alice in Chains, I like Get Born Again, like that opening creepy, like wah sound. I think that's pretty cool. Ooh, good question here. What do you think will happen to the Dime brand? You think they will find a new home? Ah, man. So for the record, I have no idea. But if I had to guess, man, I don't think so. I really don't. I really don't think so. That's just my own opinion, dude. I just don't see it happening. I don't see how it could. Yeah, I just don't. That's just my opinion. How's the fretwork on the bottom of the neck? I mean, I'm no luthier, but it's not like, doesn't have like that scratch. They're polished, and like there's no like, I didn't like cut my hand doing this. You know what I mean? Like, that's all good. But yeah, like, like when you get like a cheap guitar, or a guitar that needs maintenance, whatever, and like you get that scraping sound, scraping feel. None of that here. So that's about the knowledge I know about frets. So I think it's good, man. Yeah, Stone is dope. Wow, no. Wait, I gotta transpose it real quick. Wait. It's about as good as it's gonna get. That's all a good question here. Any tips for struggling with pinch harmonics? Yes, I have several videos on pinch harmonics on my channel. Just to keep things moving. Today, literally put it in every single spot. Like at the end of every measure, try a pinch harmonic. Like what Zach Wild does, do that. So like you get the muscle memory of like just doing it. That's how I got good at. I think I'm pretty good at them. Several people do as well. It's kind of like my main gimmick, my main shtick, my main cool guy thing on the guitar. Yeah, just literally do it everywhere. Just don't like do it to the point where it's annoying, and that's how you get good at it. Like I said, easier said than done. It took me about a dozen years to get to where I'm at doing pinch harmonics. When am I collaborating with AJ? Yeah, maybe someday, right? We've done it before, but when we'll do it again, I don't know. Hopefully someday soon. Awesome upload of your baritone guitars. Do you want to upload covers or tutorial for beginners playing baritone? I'm used to playing E standard only. Love your channel. Oh, thank you, man. Covers. I don't do covers anymore because I have to. They don't make, call it how it is, dude. They don't make money. And I can't afford to not make money with my videos. They just get copyright claimed, which is, hey, it is what it is. That's why I haven't done a cover in like a year. Before that, I was like a year or two. So, yeah, I just don't do covers anymore. Tutorials, also too, it's kind of finicky with like what's fair use, what's not. I try to stay clear of that, man. Is what it is. What gauge strings I'm using. If you check out my baritone for beginners video, answers all things string gauges and all that stuff, man. Yeah, I try my very best to tell everybody all that stuff as much as possible. So all those tips for different scale lengths, tunings, it's all in that video. Why do you think Trogley was able to afford such? Oh God, I don't even know if I want to read this out loud. It's because Dean is better than Gibson. I don't really know what you mean, but that's cool. Whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you like the matte finish on metal guitars? If so, why? I'm indifferent. It doesn't matter. Gloss, matte, I don't care. In terms of like filming, like what I do here, like I like matte because it doesn't pick up, like it kind of looks cleaner than it really is. But no, I really don't. I don't care in terms of like playability or anything like that. Even on the neck, like people say like, oh, I don't like glossy necks, and it doesn't really bother me, honestly. You should review the Helix. Would you ever consider? Yeah, I mean, I'd literally insert piece of gear. Would I review it? Yeah. If I had one, if I had the money, if I had the resources, yeah, literally everything. I would do everything, and I'm trying my best to do as much as I can. Yeah. Just it takes money, right? You guys need to come to New York City. Love to see you. I'd love, or North Carolina, NC. I was thinking NYC. I'd love to be down there and play music. Again, I am so lucky, and I'm very appreciative when I say this stuff. I have so much that I want to share with the world of things that I am very lucky to be a part of. I just can't because it's not on paper yet. And yeah, just New York City, or I'm sorry, North Carolina. I keep saying New York City because I was supposed to have a show there yesterday. Yeah, I'd love to, and I think we're going to. I just have to behave myself. I wish I had this. Yeah, I wish I had the cash for an Explorer shaped guitar right now too. Like that Explorer baritone out there, the Silver Burst one. It's an amazing guitar. I wish I had $5,000. You ever thought about using a drop pedal? Yep, I've made videos about that, and I have a drop pedal on my board. So here's drop G. Here's double drop G. Well, the reason being is we do a part in our set. We go. And it sounds terrible and it's so ignorant, but that's the point, right? Like it's just for fun. And one of the breakdowns we do. Yeah, so I do love drop pedals, and I've tuned up a Les Paul and then dropped it to drop F with a drop pedal, and sounds pretty dope. What power source do you use with Helix, or do you go with I don't own a Helix. I don't know. If you were to pick up a Gibson Baritone Explorer, do you think you would like it? Yeah, I do. For the shape and or for the color. In terms of practicality, I don't know, man. Like I said, this thing is heavy and it's big and it's like it's very hard to do my dancing with this thing. But apart from that, yeah, oh yeah, I'd absolutely love it. You kidding? This is a nice comment. Rooster J, hey brother, love Stay Metal Ray and have been here with you since the start. You have the baritone down to a science, it seems. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really sincerely appreciate you. I have it down some way. I don't know if it's for good or bad, but I have it. I'd like to think I have it down a little bit. I'm still learning, and like there's great channels and um, people in this that do it better than me. Like the Bun, everybody says, "Oh, check out the Bun, check out the Bun." I love that channel, man. That cat's an amazing content creator, musician, guitarist, um, educator. He's a great he slash the channel. I'm not familiar with the gentleman's name, but that channel is awesome. So I look up to him so much, and yeah, like he's got the baritone down to a science. I'm learning from him, and trying to incorporate my love for Van Halen and Zeppelin and the Sex Pistols into playing baritones. So, long story short, thank you so much. I don't know anything about PV triple X amps. I don't even know what they sound like. Um, so I can't answer that. Love your channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have you seen the Pepper's Dirty Tree boost pedal? Got one on my channel. Been following you for a long time also. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I use the Pepper's Fluff actually was kind enough to send me one, and I have it over there. And yeah, it's a great boost. I love it, man. Um, yeah, I love it. It's just it's not on my board right now just because I don't really know why. I just threw a rig together for this video. Have I seen Spider-Man No Way Home? Nah, I'm not really like a big Spider-Man fan and all that stuff. It became too much. And I tell you what happened was when I went overseas, when I was living in Germany and then when we were deployed overseas, like so many movies came out and I missed them all. So it was like, like when I came home, I was like, I don't even know what's going on. So just never like, I kind of like lost interest or whatever. But now I haven't seen it. I like the OG Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. How's your concrete dream going? How's your concrete dream journey going? Love seeing you in such an active band. Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Keish. It's going well. Like I said, there's like I said, there's just things I wish I could say today is, good things. It's like a badge of honor, um, and as an achievement and as an accomplishment. It's just I have to be patient. So the journey's going well. Things have happened. Things are done. It's just like just got to play it cool. So thank you so much for being so kind in asking that. And I'm very thankful to be a part of something like that. So thank you. Hey, what's up, Radio? How are you, dude? Dude, Ray's tone is killer with his baritone. Ray's tone with his baritone is insane. Had the opportunity to work with him, and man, his tone is killer. Oh, thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, we're in drop F for that. A fun little thing that we did. Um, I think it was just for funsies at this point, but that's totally cool, man. Yeah, I had my Squire down at drop F with that. That was it's my favorite guitar, man. It really is. Yeah, I love that thing. How long does it take me to do research, shoot, and edit a video? So I don't do much research. Like I don't do much. Like what am I trying to say here? Like I don't do too much like deep dive videos. I stopped doing them. Last time I did those kind of videos was like the Gear Through the Years videos that I did like several years ago. Um, and those were cool and they did well, but I don't know. It's like everybody who thinks they know something has to chime in, and like it just bummed me out. Like I'd made one like on like Eddie Van Halen and Wes Borland and I don't know a couple other people, and like those videos are literally just to like hang out and talk about some of the things that I think are worth talking about, and then like I said, the people that think they know more than you or want to tell you how much more they know just like shit all over it, and it's just like bro, just like just trying to have some fun, you know what I mean? Um, so to answer your question, it literally takes me like tomorrow. I'm gonna do like there's some new guitars that have been released, and those videos kill, and they do so well. And you guys love them, and I appreciate you guys tuning in for those. That takes me about 30 minutes to shoot it, 45 minutes to edit it, 15 minutes to upload it, and then it's just you guys are there hanging out with me. So kind of takes like a couple hours. The gear demos take about like a full day, like full 6, 7, 8 hours from recording the demo, playing, doing the playthrough, speaking, editing. That's about 6 to 7 hours a day, which is fine. It is what it is. It's a job. But that anywhere from like an hour to 7 hours, 8 hours, we'll say. Yeah, but like the reaction stuff online, about an hour and a half, hour at tops, something like that. Let me play this thing. Somebody said, "Let me hear this piece." Yeah, let's play it. Right? Enough talking. Let's play an old song. What the hell was that? Love my Deftones tattoo. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Ola in here? Nah, I haven't seen Ola today. It's also like it's past dinner time over there now, I think too. Hey Ray, keep killing it. You inspire me to buy a Chapman ML baritone. Hey, that's great. I'm glad I inspired you in any way for positive. Guitars make me happy, so I'd like to assume you're happy as well. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm sure. So, gentleman saying, or somebody saying it's clipping. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not here to give you the cleanest of audio. I'm literally using my MacBook. That's not what this is about. So, yeah, probably is clipping. And I apologize, but there's gonna be like a real demo video very soon. Always that smile on your face. You always cheer me. Thanks. I can't be any way else. I appreciate that. Any tips on pinch harmonics? Yes, I have several videos on my channel about pinch harmonics. Hey Ray, how you doing? I'm doing well. How are you? I'm enjoying my Sunday with my friends. Any plans on your own signature baritone pickups or gear? No, there are no plans at the moment. Being straight up, I'm not gonna be like, oh, maybe, haha, wink, wink. No, there's nothing. I ain't got it like that. I'm not called how it is. I'm not popular enough. I'm not marketable enough. Which is, hey, it's fine. It's a reality check, right? Would I love to? I don't know. I really don't know. Because if you have a signature, you cut off like your food supply, aka your gear supply or whatever. Like you're locked into playing that, and I don't know how I feel about that. I love certain companies out there, like like Balaguer Guitars makes 30 inches guitars. I love Balaguer guitars so much. But would I be exclusive to anybody? I don't know. It's a conversation I'd have to have. But yeah, we'll see. Boy, like I said, I always say a boy can dream, right? Got a Jim Root Telly since watching you. Haven't put it down since. Hey, congrats. It's a great guitar. Settings on Iconic for your baritone. Bass at 6, mid at 5, highs at 5. Gain at 10 o'clock. Wait, I'm mixing and matching. Hold on. I use the face of the clock. Gain at 10, lows at 6, mid at 5, high at 5, resonance at 6, presence at 4. Now, am I partial to that? Like, is that like my settings? No, it's just literally what I have right now. I'm not like a tone, um, what's the word? Like, not purist, but like stickler. It's a good word. Like, I could change that, you know, right now, and like it wouldn't bother me. It's like that's not my settings. That's just how it's set up right now. I think there's too much bass right now anyway. Like, I would probably gain that back, but I'm not here recording. So anyway, yeah, that's what I got right now. Settings on iconic for baritone. Okay, just to answer that. Hey, Nikki, how are you? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing awesome. Nikki's been a friend of mine for God, half a decade now. She's been supporting my channel and my Instagram forever. So hope you're doing well. Must be pretty loud in the room. Nah, it's not loud. The volume's at like 9 o'clock, but also too, I'm running through my monitors. It's not loud. Hey Ray, any thoughts on the Headrush MX5 on your live set? Seen your video that you will be using it on your live set in Concrete Dream? Yes. So I've already used it live. I used it live like last month. I like the settings. I like the tones, but how do I say this? What happened was one time when we were playing, I hit the wrong button and it changed. It like went through like the chains of presets, and like I had like a pedal board mapped out, and I hit the wrong button, and now I'm in like message in a bottle settings, like going through in front of my amplifier. And so I was like, oh no. So like I had to quick stomp on it to fix it. And I know there's ways to like lock your rig down, but like it like scared me. I'll be straight up. It made me gun shy. And I don't know if there's a way to like lock it, but still be able to turn things on and off. You would think there would be. But that really freaked me out. And I was just like, maybe I'm not cut out for processors. Maybe I just need pedals for my silly brain. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I love how it sounds and everything, but is it going to be what I use going forward? I don't know. Probably not because of that. It freaked me out. It was a big oopsies. You know what I mean? I've been in 2 bands in my life. Somebody asked me, and I'm in 1 band right now. Can we see your DIY strap locks again? Sure. Yeah. Ain't nothing crazy. That's it. Bought them at Lowe's for like $2. And they work great, man. Oh my, thanks Ray for honest input. Yeah. Like the headrush stuff, I love headrush stuff. I love it so much. It's just it's user error. It's not fault of the board. It's my fault. Like the board's great, especially for the price, and even if it was expensive, it's still great. It's my own fault for making that mistake, and I haven't invested the time to like figure that out. And like I said, that's my own fault. That's my own problem, not Headrush's problem. So I'm not trying to say like, oh, it's a negative, whatever. I just did the wrong thing. But the nature of the board, just how it's designed, there was a problem that I didn't even know about. And I don't know if I feel comfortable with that going forward, as opposed to just having real analog pedals. Because I only need 1 pedal anyway. I need a drop pedal and a tuner. And I accidentally didn't hit the drop thing. I hit the next preset button. And like I said, I was in message in a bottle land. So it's my own fault. I just got to learn how to like work it better if I want to use it. But for studio stuff, it's amazing. So Danny, do I know who Seth is? I don't know who Seth is. So the name Stay Metal Ray, I've told this story a couple times, but I'll say it here. I don't know who Seth is. I apologize. I don't know who you're talking about. But the name Stay Metal Ray is actually a phrase. It's a sentence, and it came from the Army. For example, it'll be like, "Hey guys, there's good news and bad news. Good news is there's food at the end of our when we get to our destination after doing our patrol. There's food and we can eat there. The bad news is it's 12 miles away." And we'd be like, all right, that's pretty metal. and it just became this thing, like a morale booster, um, to like just make light of crappy situations. And so like I would say to my buddies, like, hey, like right before we'd step off, like, hey, stay metal. And then they'd be like, stay metal, right? And like we'd like fist bump and then go about our patrol or our, whatever, our mission, we'll say. Um, so like that's just where it came from. It's a sentence, stay metal, right? It's not a nickname. It is now. It's a moniker now, but it never was. It was a sentence, and that's where it came from. So, yeah. So I had two MOSs. I was infantryman and an artilleryman. Artilleryman first, then an infantryman. Those are my jobs. Is Luna Muerta still happening? I don't know. I haven't been in that band for like 3 or 4 months. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's just all I'll say. I don't know. Am I still in the army? Nope. Haven't been in the army for 4 years. Scale length is 27 inches on this one. So John, could I tell you about the strap button? So literally, you guys are. So before I go any further, I'm going to do another video on this. This isn't the end of the Solar Guitars content. The first impressions. But yeah, I literally just bought eye screws at Lowe's, dude. That's all it is. Ain't nothing crazy, man. Yeah, that's the name. That's where the story came from. I'm glad you guys like that one. It was literally just a morale booster of like, oh, it's like, oh, you mean we can't eat for another 9 hours? That's awesome. That is like the most metal thing ever. Like, I don't know where it came from, but we literally just like we would. That's just it was just like like I said, morale booster. Just a funny thing of like, oh, you mean like, oh, we have no more water? Oh, I would hate it if we had more water. That would be like not metal, and I'm metal. You know what I mean? Like we like just it's just a silly thing that just we had. Um, yeah. So stay metal Ray was just like the last thing we would say that people would say to me before doing insert task here. Cool little story, right? All right, a couple more questions here, and then I'm gonna dip. Picks I use are the JP Jazz threes. I think they're called. It's like 1 1/4, 1 3/6, 1.36. I don't even know, but it's these guys. I used to use the sharps, back in the day, but these are just a little too big and bulky, so I went with these. But like these are the only two picks I use back and forth. Hey Dennis, super chat. Hey, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much, man. Dennis, for everybody who doesn't know, Dennis was in the Luna Muerta video, the last thing I ever did with that band. And we were trying to get together and get it going, but I just obviously wasn't happy, and it is what it is. But Dennis, we met about a year ago. Very insane guitar player, great friend. So thanks, buddy. I really appreciate you, man. Great channel too. Everybody check him out. And he's really big and strong. Hey, right? Notice the Concrete website that you're not listed as a guitarist. When are they going to update it? I never even thought to ask that. No, not a session thing. Literally about to put pen and paper to something. Yeah, no, I'm not a session guitar player at all. We'll get around to it, one thing at a time. What's up, Eric? How are you? My thoughts on the talk box, like the thing that like Alice in Chains and Godsmack use, and Peter Frampton, like that talk box. If that's what it is, it's cool. If there's something else, I don't know anything about it. Hey Jeff, thank you so much. I hope you had a nice holiday season as well, and I hope you are doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm hanging out. I'm about to wrap it up here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it, guys. I've been talking for an hour and 10 minutes. I just appreciate you all for just being so kind. Thanks for keeping it positive and keeping it a nice breath of fresh air. You know, um, it can negativity goes around pretty quickly here on the internet. Um, so take it that for what it is. But I appreciate you all just being so kind, and enjoying and hanging, enjoying our company and hanging out with me. All right. So I'm gonna do it. I'm, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay metal. I'll see you guys later. All right. Later.